Coaching a Division I college football team can be a difficult journey, one fraught with hardship. Before Cal's game at Washington, head coach Sonny Dykes visits a man who has traveled that same road and overcame those same obstacles.
You work your whole life for an opportunity like this, and so at times you wake up in the middle of the night and you go, wow, you have this great opportunity, and you just want to make sure that you invest everything to get yourself in a position to be successful.
You guys are throwing the ball around a little bit, huh?
We have some talent at wide receiver. That's where our guys are.
You're going fast too, aren't you?
We're going fast, yeah.
Are you going real fast?
Yeah, we're going really fast.
Well, when you're racehorsing, what's your?
Yeah, about 12, 13 seconds.
Really?
We lost 7 starters for the year in the first 2 ball games. Yeah, we're starting 4 freshmen on the offensive line. Quarterback's a true freshman, tailback's a true freshman, left guard's a true freshman. I mean, we're just young. There's some pain going through it.
Yeah.
But
I've been coaching a long time, in a lot of years in college and in the NFL. Got kicked around a little bit. So the year I'm sitting out after getting fired in New England, in that time off, I got an old book that Coach John Wooden had written, where it said that he, after 16 years at UCLA, won his first national championship. And I went, oh, it hit me so hard that it took him 16 years before he finally won, because once he won forever. And it just hit me so clear that it took him that time to get ready, to get right, to get everything in order so that he could be the best he could possibly be. And it hit me that, I hadn't done that yet. I hadn't gotten there yet. And from that, it hit me that all of the important issues that have come out in our philosophy now, that I'm a competitor. It's the best way to define myself. So in college, it was Competition Tuesday. We had a day dedicated to just competing at practice. It didn't have anything to do with who we were playing. And we have now in the NFL, it's Competition Wednesday. We're doing it exactly the same way, to try and focus the attention of getting our football right and making it as productive a day as possible, just to get back the ball and leave what just happened behind and start the motion towards the next week. I found that the people around me could sense the leadership, they could sense the confidence and the conviction, and I just needed to maintain a consistency with it and not get knocked off course regardless of what happened.
Right.
So at 2-5 or recruiting issues or whatever was going on, whatever we were getting knocked down on, I just kept pounding away at it, figuring it was my only chance to be the best I could be.
We went through a little bit of that when I was at Louisiana Tech. First year we were just okay, and then the second year we start 1-4, and we win 16 of our next 17 regular season games. There you go. And so we just kind of did the same thing. I mean, we just, hey, this is what we do. This is what we do. We got to, we believe in it, and we're going to do it.
The big message that I learned, the big lessons there, were that you got to figure out who you are.
Right.
You got to know what's important to yourself. You got to know, when you get tugged and pulled in every direction, what are you going to stick to because it's truly you, and fight for it. It's always the message that I like to convey to somebody else who's trying to do it, or somebody else who's trying to run a business, or they're trying to get their family in order or whatever, is you got to figure out what's important to you first. Get really clear about that to the point where you can live that and act on that and be that message, and then you have a chance to be your most powerful. It's standing up to the challenges when somebody is suggesting, or you may think that, you start to doubt, and where are you going to go when the doubt starts creeping in. When I went into SC, that was at a time when Washington and Oregon were the 2 top teams, and they had kind of owned the last, numbers of years. And I was told by every alum or every booster that came my way, says, well, it's not like it used to be at SC. We used to, have all the good players and all that. And now it's, it's kind of shifted. It can't be. The academics are tougher. The facilities aren't as good. And that's after I took the job. And they'd all say, well, good luck. I kind of felt like that guy getting in the barrel, getting pushed over the Niagara Falls. Good luck on the way down.
I know the feeling.
And what I thought, and what I kept thinking when I was kind of challenged with those, the people approaching, was that, oh yeah, we'll find out how far I can go. We'll figure that part out. We're going to take this as far as it can go, and whatever the restrictions are, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
And work through it. At least we'll make it as good as it can be, and we'll see what that is.
Yeah, it is. It's a process.
Yeah, it is.
And it takes years off of your life, going through a year like we're going through. But you just, you just grind through it. And
each week is a new life to me now. Every week is living and dying, and then and hopefully you're still breathing, and you go to the next one. You just keep on going, and it's the only way we've ever known it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thanks for your time.
Sure. Good.
It's been awesome, man. Thanks so much.